Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. I don't think Miriam is the best Pokemon card in Scarlet and Violet. I don't think it's Koraidon EX. I don't think it's Miraidon EX. So what is the best Pokemon card and why am I talking about it today? Well, in a recent budget video, I talked about how if you want to be a great Pokemon card collector on a budget, you're gonna have to be really scrappy, and part of that means figuring out what are some underrated Pokemon cards. And people really wanted me to give an example of a Pokemon card that I think is underrated. But of course, this is really challenging for me because, like it or not, I can be influential. And what this means is if I talk about a Pokemon card, perhaps it could raise the price on a Pokemon card. So I don't want to be doing something that would seem controversial at all. So how am I going to go around this? I'm going to talk about Scarlet and Violet because it's a brand new Pokemon card set with thousands of copies of every single Pokemon card, and the likelihood of me having an impact on the market is extremely low. I don't even have a copy of the card that I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So what are we talking about? So the best Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet, and the card that I think is currently the most underrated card in Scarlet and Violet, is the Gardevoir EX alt art card. How is that possible? This is one of the most expensive cards in Scarlet and Violet. How can this possibly be underrated? Well, being underrated doesn't really mean a card is unpopular or cheap. Underrated simply means a card is not at the value or at the popularity or at the demand that I think it should be. And for me, the Gardevoir EX is clearly the best Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet. With the whole entire Ralts and Kirlia line, it has the most emotional connection, it has the most impactful art, and I think it has the best long-term potential out of any Pokemon card from this set. To me, it's the clear winner from Scarlet and Violet, and that's just based on my intuition as a Pokemon collector from years and years of collecting in this hobby, that this is the best card from Scarlet and Violet. So why is it not the most expensive Pokemon card right now in Scarlet and Violet? There's tons of potential reasons for that. The competitive scene is really important. A lot of people collecting right now are looking to play and battle with a ton of different Pokemon cards. The pull rates for Scarlet and Violet are also a major factor, as well as immediate demand. The Miriam is a very popular and one of the most expensive Pokemon card inside of the Scarlet and Violet Japanese set, so it has maintained as the most expensive card inside of the English Scarlet and Violet set. But I do think long term, as the dust settles down, the Gardevoir EX is going to be the most expensive card in the long term. So that is my current hot take. Will this be a self-fulfilling prophecy where I talk about a card and it will go up in value? Perhaps I could have that potential effect. However, I think I'm doing this video early enough into the life cycle of Scarlet and Violet, a Pokemon card set where we're producing millions and millions of Pokemon cards, that I think my impact of this specific video will be a drop in the bucket. If the Gardevoir EX is the true best Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet, it will climb in value and become the best Pokemon card in Scarlet and Violet years and years after this video has no more impact on the market. One of the best historical examples that I can use is the Team Up set from the Sun and Moon era. You might not know this, but I will tell you the story. The most expensive Pokemon card from the Team Up set was the Rainbow Rare Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team GX, a super cool card and very popular. But when you look at the whole entire set, I believe, and as many other collectors did over time, that it is not the best Pokemon card inside of the Team Up set. If you look at the most expensive Pokemon cards in Team Up, it is not even in the top 5 anymore, because the Pikachu and Zekrom Rainbow Rare Tag Team GX card, while really cool, does not resonate with collectors the same way that some of these other cards do. So what are some of the most expensive Pokemon cards inside of Team Up? The most expensive being the Latios and Latias Tag Team GX, Mimikyu and Gengar Tag Team GX, Wailord and Magikarp Tag Team GX, as well as some full art trainer cards. So this is what I mean when I say look for underrated Pokemon cards. The Latias and Latios Tag Team GX card was going for $25 when the Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team GX was going for $80. And now you can see the disparity has completely shifted where the Latias and Latios is going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, where the Pikachu and Zekrom has not really climbed. So sometimes the most expensive Pokemon card inside of a set is gonna be an overrated one, and where some of the less popular cards is actually underrated and will slowly climb as people realize that they are significantly better as collectibles long term. It's very clear to me that the Tag Team GX alt art are better display, they have more personality, and they're gonna resonate with collectors more long term. So this is what I mean when I say look for underrated Pokemon cards. There are cards even in modern sets that people are still sleeping on. That doesn't mean these cards are not popular. The Gardevoir EX is a super popular card. Everyone knows about it. People have talked about the storyline. It's super adorable, but it is not the most expensive card right now, which I think it deserves that spot. So perhaps Scarlet and Violet will prove me wrong, but this is my hot take. I think long term, the Gardevoir EX will take the spot as the most expensive Pokemon card as more and more people collect it, as it resonates with people, and it's a great display option. So there you go. That is a fresh example of an underrated Pokemon card that is available on the market right now. Like I said, this video is out so early from Scarlet and Violet that I really don't think I'm gonna have a long-term effect on the price of this card. It will go up if it is truly worth it in the long term. That was my personal example of some underrated Pokemon cards from the brand new Scarlet and Violet set, and the Team Up set, which is very old and now has clearly shown that it is true that there are underrated cards inside of it, and the most expensive card at the time is not the best card to collect inside of that set long term. Those are just two examples. If you have other examples from prior sets, let me know down in the comment section because there are a ton of them. Another really popular one is the Lily from Ultra Prism, which was once again not a very expensive card inside of Ultra Prism at the time of release, but over time it has clearly overtaken all other cards to be the most expensive card inside of Ultra Prism due to the rise in popularity of Full Art Trainer cards. Let me know down in the comment section some other examples of underrated Pokemon cards, and I hope this is helpful in your journey with future sets because I'm unlikely to do a video like this going forward just because of how influential these impactful videos can be. I'm hoping that I captured this video in a good amount of time, that like I said, I don't impact the price of the Gardevoir EX. If it is the best Pokemon card and it is one of my chase Pokemon card, I hope to pull it myself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.